this working? No, wait a minute. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Is this thing working? I might need some confirmation because I have no idea if this thing is actually working. Hello, my single viewer. Are you there? Oh, give me 1 second. It is a tad bit hot in this room right now. Yes?
Special delivery.
Uh, that was my dad. I got a couple of packages. I actually bought the new Splatoon amiibo, but um, we'll get to that later. I guess for now, you're here to see me play video games, huh? Playing video games? Well, not working. Okay, okay, okay. There it is. Yeah, let me know if there's something weird with the audio going on because right now I can't really tell how the audio is working. Tested it an awful before I started the stream, but I actually have no idea if it's really working. So, for everyone here, welcome to my epic stream. Yes, I am actually streaming. So, this is going to be the Splatoon 3 Big Run. For many of my audience, you might be asking, what is Splatoon? What is a big run? And most importantly, what is the number 3? I don't know, man. I mean, it's the Splatoon Big Run. Um, so Splatoon is, of course, a third-person shooter. It is pretty much the only shooter I play. I know, I don't play like Fortnite or something. Why is this taking so long? Okay, there we go. But the thing is with Splatoon is that it's a very unique third-person shooter, in case you could not tell already. So this is my little character, and essentially what we got going on is a zombie horde mode. So let me actually go to it. So this is a very unique game where essentially, I'm sure you've heard of this, but if you haven't, um, instead of shooting bullets or whatnot, you're a squid. you can go through your own ink that you shoot, which is pretty neato. Essentially, we got all our bad guys here. These are just dummies, so don't actually think that this is going to be the whole thing. I promise. I promise there's more to it. They're going to drop these little golden eggs, and essentially our goal is to get them to the basket and survive. Um, that is pretty much it. So, without further ado, let's get some big running on. I do have to admit, a big run, these last for a weekend. I played a lot of this Friday, as you can see, according to my stats. So I already have quite a lot of experience about what to expect. Usually, and this mode is called a Sam Run specifically. Usually, this is like available all the time. You can always just start a shift with friends online, up to 4 people. It's really the only not competitive. It's the only collaborative Splatoon mode. But the interesting thing about Big Run is that it is like a huge event. You pretty much, instead of having like unique stages, excuse me, these are solely battle stages. So all the competitive stages that you play on, might have a chance to you might have a chance to play them on the big run, which is exactly what we're doing here. And I am only slightly worried as to how this is going to turn out. Yes, so I will be explaining the weapons that I'm getting for those who don't know. All the weapons in this big run specifically are just stupidly overpowered. This is the Briscoe thing, I forget. It's essentially a bow that you can shoot 7 arrows with at a time. It is overpowered. I mean, of course it is. That's kind of what this whole thing's gonna be about, Overpowered weapons versus ridiculous amounts of enemies. Let me know if the audio is getting too loud. I'm not sure actually if our single viewer is watching at all, but if you are, I appreciate it. Why did that take so long to grab? The one unfortunate thing about Splatoon is that it does have a bit of lag. That's a Nintendo thing in general. They don't have the best online servers. So that's a Nintendo thing, not really part of the game. But it is still annoying sometimes. I don't play online games a whole bunch, so a little bit of lag honestly isn't that big of a deal to me. For those who probably play like so many online games, like let me pick up the egg, my goodness. For those who play a lot of more online games, this is probably a lot more of a big deal. But for me, the gameplay definitely makes this worth it. Because it is just such a unique game. And I think it puts just an incredibly good spin on the third-person shooter formula. It's just engaging to the fullest. And especially, it's good for people who don't play a lot of shooters. Because you don't have to be super good at this. Like, because for most third-person shooters, and I guess now I'm using just a splash weapon, this is the shotgun of the Splatoon franchise. What I was saying is, like, with most third-person shooters, I feel like and first-person shooters as well, there's a lot of emphasis put on just the straight-up, I guess, skill that you have. From my perspective, a lot of matches just kind of come down to, well, just shooting people as fast as possible in the head, I guess. As you can tell, I don't play very many third-person shooters, but, I think this is a lot more engaging because there's just a lot more depth to it. You're not just trying to kill people. I mean, okay, in this mode, you are, but usually with this game, there's a lot more depth to it. You're spreading your ink all around, and, that gives you kind of like more area to move in the map because you can become a squid, and just move all around the map, which just it just makes this, I think, a lot more engaging, again, because not only do you have that, but you have all the, shooter gameplay as normal, along with some really unique weapons, like the roller. Oh, shoot. I don't think any other game that I've played, or that even exists, has a roller. I could be very wrong on that part, but I'm pretty sure that's something that's pretty darn unique. Oh, we're doing terribly. I mean, okay, we're not doing terrible, We're supposed to grab this X amount of golden eggs. But up in the top left corner, you can see, we're matching our quota and stuff. Things are going pretty good, but they're not going great. Especially compared to when I was playing this last night. I have a feeling it's just because of the really bad, the lag, and maybe also my teammates aren't that great, or maybe I'm just playing really bad, I don't know. But this is definitely not going as good as it once was. What I got now is also kind of a shotgun. Yeah, it's a shotgun. Yeah, so it's an umbrella, and usually those have a specific, like, it's almost like a shield, because, it's an umbrella, you shoot through it, and then the umbrella, the part that, like, that's the actual umbrella, that is used as a shield, essentially. But with the Grisco weapons specifically, which are all stupidly overpowered, they are more just focused on how can we make this thing so unbelievably powerful that beating most enemies is a joke unless... Okay, yeah, I was kind of expecting that. I was kind of expecting that. That was acting weird. That was acting weird. Maybe there's just something really wrong with my internet. I wonder if it's the stream. I wonder if our internet just can't handle me streaming over. I don't know. It doesn't even seem like anyone's really watching this thing right now. Because it does say I have one viewer, but also no view time. So I might want to try restarting this. I'll be right back.